Jannik Sinner, the reigning Australian Open champion, entered Wimbledon 2025 as the top seed. His explosive game made him the man to beat on grass, his next conquest. Across the net stood Grigor Dimitrov, the seasoned artist with a Federer-esque one-handed backhand. Dimitrov, a former semi-finalist, brought elegance and renewed confidence to the court. The contrast was striking. Youth versus experience, raw power against classic artistry. Their quarter-final matchup promised a fascinating battle. Anticipation soared as the draw placed them on a collision course. This felt like a final before the final, the winner having a clear path ahead. The tennis world held its breath, waiting for these two titans to step onto center court. Sinner's efficiency and Dimitrov's artistry would finally collide. Both men knew what was at stake. The energy around the grounds was electric. It was a showcase of what tennis had been and what it was becoming. All eyes turned to center court. Wimbledon was about to witness something special. From day one, both Sinner and Dimitrov looked unstoppable. Sinner stormed through the first week, not dropping a set, his serves and ground strokes flawless. He played with machine-like precision, living up to his top billing. Dimitrov's path was different. He dazzled with variety, winning some matches with power, others with finesse. A tough four-setter in round 3 showed his grit and delighted the crowd. The media hyped the quarterfinal as a generational clash. Sinner's relentless power versus Dimitrov's grass-court wizardry. Experts were split. Would Sinner's pace overwhelm, or would Dimitrov's experience and variety prevail? Fans debated endlessly, the anticipation building with every round. On match day, Wimbledon buzzed with excitement. Henman Hill overflowed with fans watching the big screen. Center court was electric, the perfect English summer day as backdrop. The sun shone, the grass was pristine, and the atmosphere was charged. As Sinner and Dimitrov walked onto the court, applause thundered. Respect for the veteran, excitement for the young champion. This was what Wimbledon was all about. The best against the best on the sport's grandest stage. Every seat was filled, every eye fixed on the court. The sense of occasion was unmistakable. This was the match everyone had been waiting for. The tension was palpable. Two titans, one prize. The battle was about to begin. The first set was a grass court masterclass. Sinner's serve and forehand were key, while Dimitrov used his slice to disrupt Sinner. Rallies tested skill and nerve. Dimitrov had break points, but Sinner saved them. A tiebreak decided the set, with Sinner surging ahead to win 7-6. The second set saw both players hold serve, maintaining high quality. Dimitrov varied his shots while Sinner played aggressively. Both hit spectacular winners. It felt like a 5-set battle was brewing, with tension building on center court. The stage was set for a turning point. Early in the second set, with the score tied, disaster struck. Dimitrov chased a deep Sinner forehand, planted his foot, and slipped on the worn grass. He went down awkwardly, clutching his knee, the crowd gasping in shock. Sinner rushed to check on him, concern etched on his face. The umpire called for the doctor. Play stopped as the medical team arrived. Dimitrov's pain was clear, his Wimbledon dream in jeopardy. After a tense examination, he took a medical timeout, leaving the court for treatment. The crowd watched in silence, hoping for a miracle. Dimitrov returned, knee heavily strapped, determination in his eyes. He tried to move, but the limp was obvious. The match had changed. His trademark movement was gone. The question was no longer who would win, but whether Dimitrov could continue. The energy on center court shifted from excitement to concern. Sinner sat quietly, waiting, knowing the contest was now different. Dimitrov's bravery was evident, but so was his struggle. The beautiful battle had become a test of endurance and heart. The crowd cheered his courage, but everyone sensed the end was near. In an instant, the classic had become a tragedy. Wimbledon held its breath. With Dimitrov's movement gone, the match lost its balance. Sinner pressed on, but the fight was gone from his opponent. Dimitrov, running on courage alone, could barely chase balls or serve with power. Sinner broke serve, but there was no celebration, just respect for a wounded rival. The crowd watched in sympathy as Dimitrov struggled to finish points. The idea of retirement loomed. Every point was a test of Dimitrov's will. After another game, Dimitrov tried to serve but couldn't hide the pain. He looked to his team, then to the umpire, and finally walked to the net. With a handshake and an embrace, the match ended. Sinner advanced, but not in the way anyone wanted. The final score 7-6, 5-2, Dimitrov retiring due to injury. The crowd stood in ovation, honoring both men. It was a somber, respectful end to a match that had promised so much. Sinner's victory was bittersweet. Dimitrov's courage left a lasting impression. Wimbledon's center court had witnessed both brilliance and heartbreak. The center court crowd rose in a standing ovation for Dimitrov, applauding his career and spirit. Dimitrov waved, fighting back emotion, as Sinner joined in the applause, a gesture of true sportsmanship. In press conferences, both men showed class. Dimitrov explained his injury, Sinner wished him a swift recovery. Headlines spoke of heartbreak and respect, the tennis world united in sympathy. Pundits praised Dimitrov's bravery and Sinner's compassion. Social media flooded with messages of support from fans and fellow players. The focus shifted from the result to the humanity on display. The incident became a major talking point of the tournament. It was a reminder of the sport's physical demands and the fine line between triumph and tragedy. Players, rivals on court, showed their bond off it. The tennis community rallied around Dimitrov. Sinner's reaction was widely admired. The match became about more than tennis. It was about respect and resilience. Wimbledon's spirit shone through adversity. In the aftermath, attention turned to the future. Sinner, spared a marathon, advanced to his first Wimbledon final, and proved himself a true all-surface champion. Dimitrov's MRI revealed a ligament strain, no surgery, but weeks of rehab ahead. He'd missed the summer, but a full recovery was expected. His courage earned even more respect from fans and peers. The match became a what-if moment in Wimbledon history. It highlighted the razor-thin margins between glory and heartbreak. Sinner's sportsmanship and the tennis community's support showed the best of the sport. For Sinner, it was a step toward legend status. For Dimitrov, motivation to return stronger. For tennis, a dramatic chapter in 2025, a reminder to cherish every match. The story was about more than victory or defeat. It was about character, resilience, and the enduring spirit of Wimbledon. Every point, every match, is a gift.